Lambert. I work for the Florida Department of Health, and I'm a part-time member of the Alachua County Mental Health Coalition. I want to talk to you today about stomping out the stigma of mental health, specifically perinatal mood and anxiety disorders. So first of all, let me start off with a definition. Stigma, according to Merriam-Webster's Online Dictionary, is a set of negative and often unfair circumstances or beliefs about circumstances about something. So the stigma behind mental health and treatment for mental health is that it means somebody's crazy. You've seen the movies where they throw a woman in jail or in an insane asylum, or a man tries to kill people, or a woman pulls her fingernails off. These things do happen. It's the extreme cases. And for perinatal mood and anxiety disorders, or PMADs, as you'll hear me refer to in this here, is a spectrum of disorders and symptoms, and it reaches across all ethnicities and cultures and backgrounds. According to the website postpartum.net, PMADs reaches across all barriers, economic, social, and otherwise, and 15 to 20% of women are affected. 1 in 7 women and 1 in 10 men, according to an article on NPR.org. The problem here with people who experience this after they bring a baby home from the hospital is that everybody expects them to be happy. They just had a baby, right? Bringing a miracle home. Everything should be perfect. But it's not always the case. Treatment is what fixes this, and the reason this is important is because babies suffer, families suffer, and society suffers. Babies can't bond with their mom if their mom's suffering from a mood and anxiety disorder. They have a hard time breastfeeding as well. Families suffer because if a mother is experiencing PMADs, then the father is twice as likely to experience a PMAD. Then that poor baby has no one to bond with and no one to care for them. Society suffers because productivity declines. In addition, society suffers because healthcare costs go up. If you wait for treatment, the severity increases, and then healthcare costs are doubled. Suicide risk rises as well for the individuals, and as we know, this isn't good. The solution here is to stomp out the stigma, and we do that by sharing personal stories, sharing stories about family and friends. We ask questions. We look for the symptoms. Is your loved one, or are you yourself, experiencing extreme sadness, having a difficult time bonding with the baby, having bad thoughts about harming yourself or the baby, keeping those thoughts to yourself because you think you're crazy? Share these thoughts. Share these experiences with one another and with your providers. Know the signs and symptoms of perinatal mood and anxiety disorders, and know that 1 in 7 women and 1 in 10 men experience this. The other thing we can do as society is support families transitioning after they bring the baby home from the hospital. Offer to help with daily tasks. This is what the National Institute of Mental Health suggests, helping family with daily tasks. This is the important role that you play for your friends and loved ones who bring babies home from the hospital. And the third thing is to know the signs. Know the signs and encourage your family members and friends to seek treatment. What happens if we stomp out the stigma? Will it mean healthier babies and families? Yes. What happens if we don't? Will babies suffer? Will moms continue to suffer in silence? Will our economy decline because of increasing healthcare costs? These are important things to think about. We play a role. We all do. And that is to help families transition, help them with daily tasks, be present, ask questions, encourage and support treatment. If your friends or your family members are seeking treatment, support that. Be kind. Don't pass judgment. Every parent is different, and every mom and every dad is trying to be the best they can be. I close with this. 1 in 4 families in America includes someone suffering with a mental illness. And that comes directly from the Huffington Post. This is important. Make a difference. Stomp out the stigma. Here's my card.